to the C. Hit us up on all social media at The Grind Calls. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Don't forget to check out thegrindcalls.com for all your pop culture positivity. And don't forget to check out our sports Twitter handle that I totally am blanking on right now. But that's all right. Follow us everywhere. And my boy, we are back for the Sports Grind with BDJ. Jay, what up, dog?
What's up, bro?
Another day. We are back. It has been a very long time. Why have we not done any shows lately, Josh?
With work and everything, it's just been hard on me. But here we go. We're about to start now, and it's the week 1 of football season, so we got a bunch more weeks to go. Every week, y'all gonna get something from us. So...
so you just not gonna mention the fact that you got yourself a new little girlfriend, y'all living together, and you don't have time for your best friend anymore?
I don't look at it like that, BC, but if you want to look at it that way, that's not how it is. I love you, brother.
Someone doesn't have time for me, doesn't have time for you, but we are back today.
That's
We're going to talk
true.
a little bit about the Longhorn game. We just kicked off college football season.
Yes,
I don't know about you, Josh,
man.
but God, I'm so happy to have college football back.
Just to have football, fans, everything, man. I started the day Saturday, woke up, watched College Game Day, seen the fans at the game day, College Game Day said, oh man, it's just back. Glad to be back, man.
My parents were out there at game 1.
I saw that.
Yeah, they did enjoy it. And
seen a picture with Chris Del Conte.
Yeah, right? My mom just seems to meet everybody.
I seen the picture, I'm scrolling through Facebook, I'm like, that's Mama with Chris Del Conte.
There's a picture. They went to a basketball game out in Austin, and my mom ran into Sam Ellinger.
What?
Back when he was right before a season, like 2-3 seasons ago. And there's literally a picture that my dad took of her finger toward him, like, "Hey, y'all better get."
Wow.
She was lecturing him.
I would love to have. I wish you had that clip. If your dad recorded, I'd love to
I don't think there's a clip, but I'm pretty sure there is a picture. If there is, it's down here, right here somewhere. I'll have to let Josh know later. But anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about the Longhorns. We're going to talk a little bit about we're going to preview the upcoming Cowboy game on Thursday night. Hopefully, as you're watching this, it is Wednesday morning. Hopefully that my editing skills were properly up to date. But anyway, we're going to talk about Josh. Before we go any further, do you know your TikTok and Instagram handle?
I don't. I think my TikTok is blowing up a little bit right now, though, but I'll get that right into this.
Yeah, it's right down here. Yeah. You can read it. We don't know about words. We are not professionals. So,
yes.
All right, Josh. Longhorns kicked it off. We're going to kick it off here with the Longhorns, and we got a victory. We started out with a W.
We got a W.
Before we get into the actual game, going into the season, if you could forget about the W before the game started, how were you feeling about our chances? What were you looking at?
I was feeling good. Just we got a whole new coaching staff. Steve Scarsezian, and
I'm glad you can say that name.
I can. I probably messed it up.
All right. Well, then never mind.
But with the new defense coordinator, whole new coaching staff. It gave me a little hope, because, like I said, we tried the Tom Herman thing, and it's not that if Tom Herman I just think it was time to move on. I hope he has success wherever he goes, but
wishing him best in his future endeavors.
Yeah. But to be honest, I thought that our future looked bright, and if you watch the game, you can't have nothing but hope, and that gave us a very positive, going forward, that this is a good sign. This is a good sign. If you're Texas and you're Longhorn fans, this is a very good sign. I mean, this coaching staff that they've put together, Steve, I'm just going to say Steve now.
Coach Steve.
Coach Steve, he put together a good game plan. He didn't open the playbook up enough, which I'm glad he didn't, but they showed enough where we've got the talent. the problem has never been the talent. We've had the talent for years. We've got 5-star, 4-stars all over the field, you know. The problem was being able to put those players in the best position to win a football game.
Yeah.
And I believe that we have the coaching staff now to do that.
Okay, now we're not going to bury the lead here. I want to talk about your boy, Klay Thompson, who is not our starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Casey Thompson.
Who is not our starting quarterback.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
Before the game, Coach Sark said that both quarterbacks were going to play, but he made the toughest. This is probably one of the toughest decisions he's ever had to make as a head coach. He said the competition was that close between Hudson Card and Coach Sark. Hudson Card and Casey. I'm sorry. But he said guaranteed that both would play. But I think he made the right decision. I think you're seeing why Hudson Card was your starter out there. You know, he was ranked number 4 in the nation coming out last year.
So when the announcement was first made, you were on board with it?
I was just. It wasn't because I like Casey Thompson.
I know that's what we ended last season talking about how he performed. One of our last videos, or the Sam Ellinger video with Theodore Michael Ukaluk. Mm-hmm. We talked about how much you wanted to see him and why he should have been starting all of last year.
Right, and I really feel that way. But as I go back and analyze things, I believe that Sam Ellinger, I've been his worst critic, but I don't think he was necessarily put in the best situations, which I'll get on in a little bit, but as far as Casey Thompson, he showed a lot of promise towards it in that bowl, and I know everybody say, well, it was a bowl game, but you can't deny the numbers and what you've seen out there, but seeing Hudson Card in this first game, wow! I mean, this kid doesn't look like a true freshman. He's not a true freshman. Redshirt. Because he played a little bit in the bowl game last year.
Did he? Okay.
I think for like a play or two, but he played. But with that being said, he wasn't ranked number 4 in the nation for no reason.
True.
And I believe you're seeing it. And Steve knows quarterbacks. I mean, just look at all the quarterbacks he's developed. Mac Jones, before that Tua, you know what I'm saying? Look, he's an offensive genius, and he knows quarterback play. So my ultimate, what I felt on it, I was, okay, well, I trust Steve, you know what I'm saying? I trust that he made the right decision for this football team, and I believe he did. And to be honest with you, I think we have 2 good quarterbacks.
We do.
I think Thompson could start anywhere else.
So Thompson was 4 or 5 with 41 yards and 1 touchdown.
Right. He got into the game, I believe,
a little late.
We had a 16-point lead, and a lot of people were saying this is a dicey move because we had a comfortable lead, but the game wasn't just put away yet.
Yeah.
So if Casey Thompson would have came in there and said they went 3 and out. Next thing you know, they score. We wouldn't be having this comment. We would have been why did he pull Hudson Card?
Exactly.
Because he was playing so well. So it was a very gutsy decision by Coach Sark. But it ended up being, he knows, like I said, we brought him to Texas to be able to make these calls and stuff. And he's showing that he trusts his guys. And I think it shows a lot because if he would have not played Casey Thompson, you got to think about it. We're not only doing this for to win, but for the players. And he pretty much publicly announced that Casey Thompson was going to play.
Okay.
So if he didn't do that, you got to think Casey Thompson in his head. You got to think as far these are kids we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
So it would have been like he just lied, he kept his word,
Yeah, okay.
And so I'm happy about that.
like we said, he was 4 or 5, 41 yards.
Came in and played great.
Had a touchdown. Card 14 of 21 for 224 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Right.
So yeah, I think we can say Both our quarterbacks are talented. It's strong looking into them. We didn't see a lot of Thompson, but I do like what we did get to see.
Tell you.
And I like having Card out there. I think having Card as the number one guy is as much as I was against it, because going into it, I didn't know. I didn't know they had announced that.
Right.
Because I wasn't paying any attention. I was just expecting to see Thompson out there.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, here's Card. And
remember, I shot you the text.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. And I ignored it because you skipped our party. He wouldn't even come watch the game with me. See, that's how much he doesn't like me anymore.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I did like him out there. I like seeing him. But let's get to star of the show with 20 carries, 103 yards, averaging over 5 yards a carry with a touchdown. His longest for 19, Bijan Robinson.
When you talk about...
Bro, this dude is the truth. Now, you made a comparison that was a little way too early and over the top for me. He ain't Ricky, but man.
Listen to what I said.
Tell me about my man.
I said, well, this is what I told you. I said, Bijan could be the next Ricky Williams. If you just look at the talent of this kid, he's definitely a Heisman candidate this year. This kid, all you have to do is put the ball in his hands, and he's gonna make a play. During watching this game last year, I criticized Tom Herman over and over. Run the football with the running back.
Yes.
Stop putting Ellinger in all these situations. You've got a 5-star running back.
Yeah.
Who possibly right now could be the best running back in the nation.
Yep.
Why are you not feeding this guy? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And when we came out Saturday and I'm watching the game, all I seen was nothing but them getting Bijan Robinson, the best player in the game, and there's another player who I'm going to hit on in a minute, the football as much as they can. And there was not a bunch of quarterback reader options. It was none of that. It was, we're going to take the ball, we're going to run our running back.
Yeah.
You know? That's what we've been, even when Ricky win, we didn't run with our quarterback.
We ran with our running back.
Exactly. The only time we had real success with running with the quarterback is we already know who that was.
Vince Young.
Exactly.
And that doesn't count.
And that doesn't count.
No, because Vince Young just put the whole team and the defense on his back, and then he ran.
Exactly.
He said, all right, guys, let's go.
He ended up with, I think, 20 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown. I think he had 73 receiving yards.
He did. That's what I was going to say. He had 4 receptions for 73 yards, an average of 18 yards, 1 receiving touchdown, and his longest was 28 yards. This kid can do it all.
Texans fans, just know we've got ourselves a gem, because I'm telling you right now, every game you're going to say, oh my God. This kid does things that just normal kids can't do. I mean, he's a generational talent. Yeah. I can't talk highly enough about the kid. We had a little scared, and I think it was the third quarter where he got bent up, and I really thought he hurt himself bad. And I was like, oh God, here we go again. But he ended up being fine, and I'm telling you, man, we got a bright future. And as far as the coaching staff, I felt like this team looked prepared to play football. It was a lot of times with Tom Herman, it's like we come to the game, it's like we're not prepared.
Yeah.
We look prepared. We look ready to play football. Of course, first game of the season, there was rust.
Yeah,
we started off slow.
We did.
But even then, we were winning at halftime. I think it was up by like a touchdown at halftime. There was no doubt in my mind. I don't think any Texas fans, we got this. You know?
Yeah.
You know, it was like... And then
most of the game going through, I will say I was relatively calm. I wasn't yelling very much.
Right.
There was a moment at the end when we fumbled and recovered it at the very end. But the only reason I was angry is because we all know I failed math 17 times, and I thought we were down by 10 or we were up by 10. We were up by 20. I was like, oh, never mind. We're fine. Yeah.
So
that's just because I'm bad at math. I'm just bad at math.
So it was a lot of bright spots in this game. Another player I want to hit on Jordan Whittington.
That was going to be my next question when we go into receivers. He had 7 receptions, 113 yards. Longest one was 41, 1 touchdown. A hell of a job from this kid.
Well, he wasn't a 5-star recruit for nothing. That's another 5-star recruit we have. And you got to think, injuries have plagued him the last 2 years. He is an unbelievable talent. You mark my word, this kid is going to be our top receiver. You got to think he played running back. He did it all at Kuro. He went to Kuro, and he set so many records. I'm telling you, there's a reason why he was a number 5-star recruit.
6'1", 203 pounds, sophomore, went out there and killed it with 113 yards and 7 receptions.
If you just watch him, I was just impressed by the way he catches the ball. He doesn't catch the ball with his body. He's out there. There's no doubt. I mean, this kid can catch it anywhere, and when you put a linebacker, they would line him up in a slot. He's just killing the line. I mean, there's no matchup. He is going to be. He's going to be our top receiver this year.
He did have the most receptions of the day. Behind him was Robinson with 4. So you see he's going to be a go-to target. And if we can get that chemistry between them, I think it's really going to work out in our favor. One thing that Texas, when we didn't have Ricky, we didn't have a superstar running back, we always had a good quarterback and receiver connection out there. Whether it was Colt and I'm blanking on his name now.
Talking about Ellinger?
No, Colt McCoy and his best friend.
You're talking about
the brother that went there too, and now I can't think of their damn name.
Can't think of played receiver.
That's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, it is. We got to figure that because it's in the back of my mind.
It's already written right here, and I'm yelling at us from beyond the grave. Yeah. So, but that's a good thing is always having that quarterback and receiver. Right. So, do you think these guys can get out there and do that?
I believe we have a good young core right now. With quarterback.
Because Whittington's a sophomore, and Card is a redshirt freshman.
And we've got Worthy, we've got Marcus Washington, we've got, which Worthy had a good game too. He's the one that caught the deep bomb from Hudson Card. And
Worthy had and that was his only catch.
Right.
The 34-yarder there.
But we've got a real promising, and we're going to be really good this year, I believe. And I don't know when I want to pump the brakes yet. I'm not going to jinx us, but I feel like Texas fans have a lot to be looking for this year.
Well, let's look at the upcoming schedule and see if there's anything. Before we do that, what's your number one thing we want to work on going into next week?
I feel like that we can still clean up things. We still, like I said, it's the first game of the season. We're starting a redshirt freshman, and for him to look how he looked, I expected him to come out and maybe make some mistakes, but he made some mistakes, but not any big mistakes. Yeah. When it was 1st and 10 and he's running out the pocket and he doesn't see anybody, he's not forcing. Let's throw it out of bounds. Let's try again. 2nd and 10, which he did very well. And that's an encouraging sign because he's going to do nothing but grow and get better, get confidence. And I really believe, and if you watch, he can throw the ball. That boy can throw the ball. He made a one touchdown pass to K. Brewer, our tight end, number 80. And he zipped that ball in there where only he could catch it. I mean, this guy, we're in for a good ride, I believe, this year. But the good thing about it, Coach Sark, he didn't open up the playbook.
No.
He kept it simple, and I think that's what he like. We didn't see none of the orbit stuff that he usually run. It's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to see as the games keep going. He's going to implement stuff. He's an offensive genius, so he didn't even open up the playbook.
Exactly. So this week we've got this Saturday we have Arkansas
night game,
Saturday night 6 p.m. Yeah. What are you thinking for this week's game?
I think Arkansas's a pretty good football team.
Yeah.
You know, it's an SEC matchup, you know, so, eventually we will be playing them since we're technically fixed to be in the SEC. But I think this is going to be a good test for us again. You know, Arkansas, I believe they just beat Rice. They blew the doors off of Rice last week. Yeah, but it is Rice. But they've got a decent quarterback. His numbers weren't that good, but I've already looked into it. I think we should win. Okay. But I think we're going to Arkansas, I believe, and playing them. But it's gonna be a good test, and I'm looking forward to seeing Hudson Card and that defense. I didn't even get to touch on the defense like I wanted to, but the defense, they were flying around.
They were
flying around,
strong
hitting.
Defense.
I mean, our defense is encouraging sign too. Like,
the
goal from the defense coordinator, Pete, I forgot his name. Like, I'm bad with names, but his goals keep under 20 a game.
Yeah,
and we reached.
We did that.
We hit that. We reached our goal. And Louisiana is not. They're a good football team.
They were.
Right? Number 23 in the nation. They had a lot of success last year. They beat Iowa State last year. I mean, this wasn't no just BS team like a Rice or
especially if you're
Kent
looking
State if you're an A&M fan, but
you're a ranked team. You're going up against another ranked team who is about to move into the SEC. So Louisiana's coming into this pumped. They're like, we got to go in there and shut all this talk about the Longhorns down.
Doubt.
So the fact that we came out there and we were able to hold our ground, take the victory, and start the season out on that smart note, I really love it. We are going to switch gears now and talk about the Cowboys, which means cowboy gear on now.
Okay.
See, now we're ready for the
What shirt is it?
Oh, it's the Avengers Cowboys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I like to mix nerdy stuff with sports. Because that's what I do, if you can't tell. Yeah. So, Cowboys this weekend taking on Tampa Bay. And I have Tom Brady as my quarterback in fantasy football. So, but I also have CeeDee Lamb, so that's good.
That is good. It's going to be interesting.
You do not sound positive. This sounds frightening. So I want to kick it off on a positive note before we get into his opinions, because I can hear it in his voice. Make sure you check out BDJ's TikTok because he has some Cowboy and Longhorn pregame rituals that are really fire. So don't forget to go check out his TikTok. I see ya. Almost broke the computer. So there's our positivity on the note. But gut feeling right off the bat. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we're going to come in. We're going to play hard. I'm a little questionable about my quarterback, Dak. Because
why is that?
He hasn't had any reps. He hasn't been hit once. I believe he's ready mentally, but you got to think, he hasn't played football since that one game. Practice is a whole different story. He hasn't been hit yet.
Nope.
So I know how our quarterback, you got to think about it. He's a strong leader. He's not going to let you know, even if he is feeling one type of way. It's going to be a test. I think that Dax may have a little bit of rust coming into the game, or he could surprise us all and come out firing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. But we just found out yesterday that
Zach
Martin, our all pro Hall of Fame, could be probably the best lineman in the NFL, is not going to be playing because of COVID.
Connor McGovern will be starting in place of Zach.
And that's the only compelling thing about it, because Connor McGovern, I believe, has showed that he can not only handle it, but he can be very good at it.
Yeah.
There were even talks during training camp that would the Cowboys trade Connor McGovern because he could probably start on any other NFL team if he wasn't playing behind a All-Pro Hall of Fame guard as in Zach Martin.
Yeah.
So with him coming in, we've got La'el Collins. He's back. Mm-hmm. He had the stinger. And, he's coming back off this year. But yesterday, I think it was Sunday, he was cleared to play. And
he was.
He practiced. So he's been practicing this week. He's ready to go. So I think we will be fine.
I do agree. I think it's gonna be good to see. I do want to say, you're talking about Dak Prescott and how he hasn't been hit, he hasn't been played. By the time we hit the field, it will have been 333 days since the last time he played.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
That's almost a year without being on the field in a game time situation.
That's what I'm
now,
saying.
that's nothing new to pro athletes. That kind of stuff happens. Injuries happen. But I have not been completely sold on Dak. Now, I like Dak much more than I like Tony Romo. Mm-hmm. But I haven't been completely sold on Dak. I think he's a decent quarterback, but I don't think he's the superstar that we have made him out to be.
Well, there's your chance. There's his chance. He just got paid all that money, so this is a year. You take that elite status this year, Dak Prescott. If you're listening to me right now, which I know you got the most confidence in the world, this is the year where you show the world you are that guy and you are that bad, bad man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think he will. I really do. He may have a little rust, but the work that he puts in and what we have seen, we've seen glimpses of Dak.
Yeah.
I mean, being that guy. You know what I'm saying? And so there's not a doubt. I really believe Dak is the man. And having a healthier Zeke, a slim Zeke, this new defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, coming in. Do I think the defense is going to be great? No, I don't. Do I think they're going to improve from last year? Yes. Do I think that we should be in the top 10, 15 in defense? I think we can. I really do. Now, if that improves with the offense that we have, we're gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Because if our defense can get some stops, there's no question we're gonna score that football.
Yeah. That's kind of what I want to talk about. I wanted to take Zeke in my fantasy draft the other day. However, I had the number 1 pick.
Oh, you gotta go with C-Mac.
Yeah, I had to. I couldn't not do it. As much as I wanted Zeke, and it was a snake draft, so we got to go all the way down. Yeah. I did end up getting. Now I don't completely like this because I don't like Sooners, but he is also a Cowboy, and I need a Cowboy.
CD
to support on my fantasy team. I took CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good little core here with CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, and Amari Cooper. What do you think about this receiving core? What do you think they're going to bring this season with this lineup here?
I absolutely believe that we are probably going to have the best receiving core in the NFL.
You do? You think so?
We have legitimately, I believe, 2 number 1 receivers with CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. And Michael Gallup is a strong 2, which maybe anywhere else he could maybe turn into a number 1. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's that far off.
Yeah.
I mean, we are going to be... And then the improvement that CeeDee Lamb did over the offseason, getting his body, getting stronger. I mean, if you've just watched training camp, they can't guard him. He is catching passes. I mean... Whew. We're going to be
Speaking of training camp, did you watch Hard Knocks?
Yes, I did watch. I've watched every episode.
You seem a little disappointed. I only got through the first episode. I haven't watched the rest.
The first episode's great. I like the first episode.
What happened after that?
It is boring.
It is? Really?
Yes.
Why?
I'm not a big fan at all, and I'm a diehard. It's hard for me not to like.
Well, because the first time the Cowboys were on there, when we had T.O. and Pac-Man, that was one of my favorite seasons of Hard Knocks ever. Just watching that play out was so much fun. Why is this one so different?
They are focusing more on the players that are not going to make the team.
Okay,
and that's cool, but they're like. The first episode is more like the stars, you know what I'm saying? And they went away from that, and they just are spending too much time on that. And everybody who I've talked to has watched it is just boring. I mean, And I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. And you can't tell me anything about the Cowboy. I mean, it's just not that entertaining. Yes, I watch it because I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm gonna watch it.
What happened with DiNucci?
DiNucci ended up getting cut, and they ended up picking him back up after he got cut and put him on. He's going to be on the practice squad, so he's going to be the practice squad quarterback.
I'm not going to lie. DiNucci is not a great quarterback, but I love the guy. Again, maybe it's the Italian in me, but I love the guy.
He has no business being on the NFL football field. He is absolutely...
That's so harsh.
Horrible.
That is so harsh.
The only reason he is still around is because of Mike McCarthy and his ties with DiNucci. He grew up in the same town, Mike McCarthy. That's like the little nephew. You know what I'm saying? That is the only. He is god awful. Speaking of quarterback, we just signed Real Greer.
Okay.
Which, if anybody you know, he pretty much took care of Texas a lot when he was at West Virginia.
Yep.
And so I know about the guy. A lot of people don't, but I feel like if you look at the numbers, hell, his numbers are actually worse than DiNucci's, which is not a very good sign.
I will say, I remember when Dak went down and we started DiNucci for a game. I was like, I don't know this guy. I love him. And then he started playing. I was like, oh, buddy, you're not very good. Keep trying, bro.
Horrible. But
yeah.
You know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just ready.
Opening up the season, Thursday night football. This is going to be a big one, man. What are you predicting? How you think? Can we get the W?
You want me to tell you my heart?
I want you to look. I'm going to tell you right now. Vegas has the Bucks 7.5 points a favorite for this game. So realistically, where are you?
I think it's going to be a little too much veterans from Tampa Bay and experience, and them already knowing each other. You know, we're a young core, you know, and Dak's first game, I think we're going to fight hard, and I just don't look at the outcome being something that I want, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
Give me some points. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking close, maybe 44-35 or something like
44 to 35. All right, I'm gonna go even closer than that. I'm gonna say the Bucks are gonna get the W. I hate to say it, but look, I got to be a little bit of realistic here, and go 31-30.
Really?
Boom, that close. We're gonna shank a field goal at the end of the game. Well, let's take a look here before we get out of here at the upcoming Cowboys schedule. Since this is the beginning of the season, we haven't had any actual games yet. So, Josh, you and I are both saying Bucks are going to take this upcoming game.
Let's be honest. This game, we want to win, but it's not the end of the world if we lose.
No. Sunday, September 19th, we take on the Chargers. Do you think we can get a W against the Chargers?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I get one.
I'll take that too. I'm definitely going to say on the 27th we defeat the Eagles.
Now, see, that's when the game actually matters right there.
Against the Eagles.
I mean, they all matter, but
yeah,
divisional games, you want to win every single division.
I know. I'm saying right now, I'm thinking we beat the Eagles. That might be a little bit of the homer in me. Yeah. What are you going with there?
I'm going Cowboys.
You're going Cowboys? Okay, so right now we have them 2-1. All right, Panthers, Cowboys, October 3rd. All right, so that's 3-1 for both of us. Giants, Cowboys, October 10th.
Oh, definitely Cowboys.
You know what? We split them normally. I'm going to say the Giants are going to unfortunately get that win.
Don't say that because that's the game I'm going to.
You're going with the Cowboys and the Giants?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry, bruh. That's not a good look. Cowboys, Patriots. I'm going boys on this one.
I'm too.
Yeah, I think that's an easy win for us. Vikings, I know my buddy Mendoza is going to say all day long the Vikings are going to get that W. But what say you, Josh?
I'm going to have to give Dallas the edge there.
You have to give Dallas the edge there. I think that's a good one. 7:20 at night. I'm gonna go with the boys, too. Again, might be Homer talking. Because I'm going with the boys again against the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. I'm going with them, too.
Okay. All right. So far, the only one we differ on is New York and the Cowboys there. Falcons, November 14th.
And games at home, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Okay, I like it. I'm taking the Cowboys as well. Chiefs.
Hard-fought game, but I think the Chiefs pull it out.
I think the Chiefs do too. I think Mahomes is too much for us to go out there and handle. Raiders, Cowboys, November 25th.
I got us.
That's here. That's here.
Game.
Okay.
I'm taking that game.
Okay. I'm with you. I think we get it too. Cowboys, Saints.
I think we get the Saints. Yep.
Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? Them boys said we gonna beat them Saints. Cowboys and the Redskins. Mark Ellis, I don't care what you say. Cowboys are winning both these games. Redskins ain't getting jack from us. I mean, I'm sorry. Not the Redskins.
We owe them from last year.
Not the Redskins. My apologize. The Washington football team. Yeah. Let's go team. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Cowboys take that. Now, December 19th, 2021, Cowboys-Giants Game 2. That's the one we come back, and I think we get the W there. What are you saying?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think you're giving the Giants a little too much credit right now. They don't look good at all.
It's not that.
Daniel Jones looks horrible.
It's the Maverick Suns debacle. No matter how good the teams are, that's always a good game. So that's how I look at the Cowboys and Giants. It doesn't matter which one. They always split them. Yeah. They always split them. That's why I went with them on the first one. Cardinals, Cowboys. Oh wait, no, Washington Cowboys again. I'm saying Cowboys. So they get both of them. All right, so Cardinals, Cowboys.
We owe them from last year, so yeah, I'm saying Dallas.
Give us another victory. And Cowboys, Eagles, once again, I'm going Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
So I think our rulings there are very Homer. Very Homer indeed. We'll see how we have about that. Before we get up out of here, Josh, is there anything else you want to say about the boys, about what you think about the season coming up, the game? Anything else you got?
I just feel like we're gonna Cowboys fans get ready because this is our make it or break it year. This is we've got the talent, we can go get this thing this year. You know what I'm saying? We need to get past the first round, and we need to win another playoff game after that. You know, and then we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? But we've got the talent. Let's see what Mike McCarthy can do. You know what I'm saying? Let's not give up on him yet. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what Dak's about. You know what I'm saying? And I think if Dak plays at the level where I think he can play, we're going to win a lot of football games. And that's all I got to say, man. I just go Cowboys. Let's get it.
We're going to be out here eating. Hopefully, we're going to be coming to y'all. There's not going to be a set day of the week or anything. It's kind of going to be at our discretion depending on when we can film and what we have to talk about. However, if you want to see something specific, please jump down in the comments below and let us know what you want us to talk about, any other sports topics you want to see more from us. Don't forget to go follow Josh here on TikTok.
Check out the TikTok.
His
right
TikTok down here, his Instagram down here. Go check him out there. Don't forget to follow The Grind Calls on all social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Grind Calls. Go to thegrindcalls.com, get all your pop culture positivity. Josh, man, it's always a pleasure to actually see you come hang out with me and not be with your new family. You know, that's more important than old BC here. So, until next time, guys, The Grind Calls, and we answer that call.